Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's car boot haul video. It is the last day of July. Oh, it's just started raining again. It's been a wet, miserable morning. It was quite normally, if on a wet day, if I turn up to Easter Compton car boot sale, you can drive all the way into the courtyard and park because nobody's going to be outside. So it was mucking it down as I got there. So I parked in the courtyard and then I went into the barns. When I came out the barns, the weather had cleared up and my car was in the middle of the boot sale where people had started setting up tables around it. So I was like, oh, awkward, I'll move my car. Anyway, I did get a few bits even though it was a wet, miserable day. This is my filler bag and my filler bag is tiny. So in my filler bag I've got two silver plated photo frames. And I'm not entirely sure why I chucked these in because I don't know. I don't know why I bought them. I have sold a John Lewis silver plated photo frame recently, but that was brand new in its packaging. These are not brand new. They are silver plate. But I don't quite know what prompted me to put these in, apart from the fact that perhaps the filler bag was a bit thin on the ground and I was just trying to bulk it out a bit. But yeah, two of those. Filler bag costs £3. If you're new here, it costs £3 and you can fit as much as you want in it. There was a grow clock, so that went in. Hasn't been tested yet, hang on. There's a plug socket down here in case you're wondering what on earth I'm doing. I don't think it has an on switch and I don't think it's working. Now I've plugged that in and I've got absolutely nothing from it, so that's no good. Oh well, some you win, some you lose. I've got a Lakeland gingerbread house cookie cutter set. That's sealed down, so presumably they're all in there. It was very, very thin on the ground filler bag today, very thin. A grab and go Monopoly. This one we need checking to see if that's all there. There's a bit less now because I've just dropped some. I've dropped £100 in my house, bear with me. Yes, that's not been put away nicely at all, has it? I'll do that in a bit. Grab and go Monopoly. This, which I'm not even sure what it was, it looks like number cards and I don't know. Oh, somebody's drawn on them as well. Maybe you're meant to draw on them. Yeah, it's children's number cards for learning your numbers and that, but they've been drawn all over, so again, probably not worth anything. It was a bit desperate situation today on the old filler bag. And then another thing that I'm not even sure what it is, it says Defifu on it. And I was like, I don't know what that is, I'll throw it in. It's cards inside. This is the first time I've opened it, so it's much of a mystery to me as it is to you. It seems to be a card game. Oh, it's got some instructions. It's en français. Defifu, s'amuser ensemble. Devenez top model de Fifu. Rien de plus simple. Easy to play. Prenez une photo de vous seul. Take a selfie. En famille ou entre amis, with your friends or family. Avec un au plaisir jeu de Fifu. Une photo drôle de l'événement décalé de tout est possible. Even having read the instructions, and I do read passable French even though my pronunciation is shocking, but even having read the instructions, je suis très confused. Oh, there's some English instructions. Hang on then. Okay. This appears to be an advert for a different Defifu game. Aim of the game, be the first player to get rid of all your cards. Deal 7 cards to each player. The remaining cards make up the draw pile, which should be placed on the table. The player should look at their cards. A word of advice, organising the cards by symbol, rock, paper, scissors. They're rock, paper, scissors cards. Dealer chooses direction of play. Okay. Well, maybe that's not quite as... Like I said, that seems to be an advert for another game that they make rather than referring to the game that I have here, and that makes more sense. I have no idea whether this has any value or even whether it is complete. None whatsoever. But it was interesting. Never found a French game before. Although I did have... What did I have recently? Like Quirkle in German or something, wasn't it? Oh, I was going to say that's it, but there isn't. There's one more thing, and again, something else I don't know what it is. Little creatures. Rubbery creatures in a little bag. No markings on them. No idea. If anybody knows what these are. And then a polar bear. And they're rubberized. They feel rubbery to the touch. And then randomly, in with all the animals, I've also got a hamburger. So yeah, no idea. No idea about those, but if you have small children and you recognise those, do please let me know what they are. That's it for Fill a Bag. Fill a Bag today, rotten. Absolutely rubbish. What else did I get? 3 for £1 table. I got a squeaky dog toy. Up. Do you want it? She does want it. She's taken that in her bed, where she will probably sit and squeak it. I got a Slow Down You Greedy Bastard dog bowl, which sell reasonably well, fairly consistently. Not for very much money, they don't sell for much, but when it costs you 3 for £1, it's worth buying. There's no food in it, Molly. Molly's looking in the dog bowl going, what's happening here? And what else was in my 3 for £1? Oh, this mug. A Dunoon Scottish whisky mug. Dunoon mugs usually do sell quite nicely for me. This is a Caroline Dad design. So 3 for £1, I thought, we'll have ye. We'll have ye. Blackbird, I'll have ye. Da -da 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 -da. Bit of Bristolian for you. Well, that was Somerset, strictly speaking, wasn't it? If you're watching from another country and you have no idea what's going on, rest assured that nor do I most of the time. But that was the RESELL, which is a Somerset country music band from the UK. And one of their most favourite songs is Blackbird, I'll have ye. Na -na 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 -na. You may have heard, I've got a brand new combine harvester. I'll give you the key. That was the RESELL. I have some cross-stitch kits, and when I say some, to be specific, I mean 17. 17 cross-stitch kits, all identical. They are all pack of 4. There's a rainbow, a unicorn, an ice cream cornet, and a flamingo. In the pack are all the threads you need, and I don't know if you guys can see. I don't think you can see. Let me just see if I can open one. So they're full kits, including the Aida cross-stitch fabric, and there is a hoop in there as well, a little plastic embroidery hoop. So everything you need to complete the 4. Why have I got 17 of them? I said to the chap how much are they? He said, oh, £1 each. And I said, I counted them. I said, there's 17 here. How much do you want for the lot? And he said, oh, 15 quid. And I was like, I can't go more than a tenner. I don't know how long they're going to take me to shift. I might not be able to sell them at all. You know, they're a bit of a punt. But I just thought they'd be an easy list. I can't get this back in the damn bag. I thought they'd be an easy to list item because you just do one listing, quantity 17. I'm so regretting taking this out of this bag. One listing, quantity available 17, and they'll just sell through gradually was my plan. So we settled on £12 for 17 of them. Here they all are, look, all 17. They're all identical. I figure if I can bang them out at 3 or 4 quid each, then on 17 of them I'll make 60 odd quid for me 12, so not the end of the world. And then, quite pleased with this. This is the Disney Pixar collection of DVDs. So lady had 4 on it and I offered her 3 and she was happy with 3. They're really nice. I've not seen this set before, but they are really nice. Just cardboard folders with a DVD in there. Some of them have got a bonus DVD. I'm sure when I pulled out Toy Story it had a bonus DVD in there. So there is everything from 1980... What is it, from 2000? Oh, hang on. There's some stuff from 1984 in there. Pixar Short Films Collection 1984 to 2006. And then we go up to 2013, I think. 1995, Toy Story. Can you believe Toy Story came out in 1995? There's Toy Story, look. Doesn't seem like that long ago, does it? Bugs Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc. There's Monsters Inc. Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Ratatouille, Cars, WALL-E, Cars 2, Mater's Tall Tales, Pixar Short Films Collection from 2007 to 12, Up, Toy Story 3, Cars 2, Brave, Monsters University, and Pixar Short Films Collection. And then there's a little book. So the little book just tells you all about what's in there. I thought it was a really nice set. They retail for about 30 odd quid and I paid 3. So the only bit of damage is that the corner of the box is split. That can be mended with a dot of sellotape, not the end of the world. Quite nice, I thought. I paid 3 quid for that. Should be able to sell that on for a profit. £1 for these 2 wax melt moulds. Well, ice cube moulds, aren't they? So one of them is snowmen and the other one is other Christmassy things. I've got snowmen, snowflakes, trees, angels, and stockings on that one. There was a wax mould in filler bag, and I left it for Josh. This was quite funny. This is hammer. There's a big tin of hammer shapes. Huge tin of those. I don't even know how many's in there, but the answer is lots. And I picked up this and said, how much is this? And she said, oh, 2. Oh, no, sorry, if you want all of it, it's 5. And I was like, oh, would you do 3? And her mum went, 4! Both me and the lady were laughing so much at her mum that I just paid the 4 without arguing because her mum was so fierce. And she said, I nearly bought me Nan, and my Nan's more fierce still. So, yeah, so I said, you'll do well today. Love with your mum on board. So £4 for a load of hammer boards. I'm going to leave that there because the lid's not back on. And a big box of the beads, almost full. These things last forever. I'm sure I've told you the story before of us, Tammy and I sat here the first time that Tammy lived with us, because Tammy's lived with us twice in this house. The first time she stayed with us for about 6 to 8 weeks while she was waiting to move into staff accommodation for her current job, for her job at the time. This is irrelevant. While she was living here that first time, we sat and we had one of those divided little boxes, like for fishing bait or whatever, and we divided all of Natalie's hammer beads into colours. In these, it took us about 1,000 years to do it. And she was so pleased. She'd have been about 5 or 6 at the time, I expect. So pleased, so delighted. She took it off us and she went to walk up the stairs with it. And she got about halfway up and we heard her stumble. And we heard the crash. And we heard the shower of the hammer beads coming back down the stairs. We didn't bother sorting them again. We just did not bother. I've probably told that story before. I got another Joy banana hook. This is a Joy. There's the logo there, look. I don't know if you can make it out. There we go, banana hook. That was £1. And I paid £1 for this game, which I've never seen before. It's called Fluff. And it says, cunning critters make tricky bidders. Roll and conceal, calculate and bid, raise, bid or call. So it looks like bridge, basically. It looks like a dice game that's like bridge. I don't know. The lady said it's not complicated. It's quite a nice set of game. And it's got all the instructions in there. But yeah, the lady said not complicated. If I could find my phone, I could look it up. Bear with. Not very much money, between 4 and 7 quid. We might play that though, so we might get some value out of it before I even try and sell it. I bought this Kath Kidston gift set for £2. It has 3 hand creams and 3 lip balms, I think they are. Yeah, 3 hand creams, 3 lip balms, unused. Very nice set. 2 quid for that one. I paid £1 for this mug. It has a lid. It's a Whittard mug, and it says, I don't go to the gym, I garden. So it's a little mug with a lid that you can use as a coaster as well. And that helps keep bugs. It's an anti-bug mug for when you're gardening, so stops them going in your cup of tea. And I paid 50p for this one because it's Groovy Chick. Natalie had that when we were little. Not when we were little, we weren't little together, that would be weird. When she was little. Blankets and Beyond comforter and blanket set, brand new in its packaging. The lady had £2 on it and she accepted £1.50. Not sure how much that would have been new. But quite a nice set. I thought it had a little stain on it. Just I glanced here and there's a little orange mark, and then I realised when I looked closer it's the it's got an owl on it and the orange mark of his beak and his feet, so it's not a stain. I was like, oh, that orange mark's down there as well, and there, and there, and there. Hang on. And then it was when I caught up. £1.50 for that. 50p for a Tigger comforter. That was from the same lady. Posh Paws, this one. Posh Paws Tigger comforter. Second time in the space of a fortnight where I picked up a pack of replacement energy cells for a Babyless curler, so that'll be a nice easy relist because I'll just change the quantity to 2 on that one. That was 50p. This top is for me. It's not for this weather because it's quite warm. It's a Rogers & Rogers, which used to be sold in Matalan, and I don't think they sell there anymore. But it's a big grey backwing jumper with a wide ribbed waistband. It's exactly the kind of shape of top that I like, but I don't know whether it'll fit me. It ought to fit me, judging by the size on it, but I haven't tried it on yet. That was £1. I got myself a Sophie Hannah book. Now, Sophie Hannah writes Poirot, obviously Agatha Christie, not around anymore, not writing anymore. And Sophie Hannah, this is her second Poirot book. And I was pleasantly surprised by the first. I don't usually, I've said this before in videos, I don't usually like it when a new author takes on an old author's characters. I don't usually, I find it doesn't flow so well, but Sophie Hannah did a very good job of Poirot. So that was 50p and I thought I'd have that. I paid £1 for Kermie. Kermie, I love your Kermie. That's my Miss Piggy impression, just in case you're wondering. I'm Rob Brydon. I'm doing Miss Piggy. Kermie, I love you, Kermie. Give me a kiss, Kermie. It's not very good. I've sold him so many times in the past. This is an actual Disney one, but I'm sure at one point there was a... Oh, it is Cravendale. There we go. He was released for Cravendale, so there must have been Kermit in a Cravendale advert. Don't remember that, though. But there he is. There's Kermit. Oh, Kermit. Go in the back, Kermit. I paid £3 for this Radley handbag. This lady had taken a great deal of care in getting her stuff ready for the car boot sale, and she'd bagged up most of her stuff. And in some ways that puts me off, because I think, are you hiding any deficiencies? Defects, that's the word. But she wasn't with this one. It's a perfectly nice Radley bag in beautiful condition, and she wanted £3. Another drawback could have been if she just was a smoker, I wouldn't have realised, but it doesn't smell of smoke, so it wasn't that either. I would say, looking at the inside, possibly unused, because there's not a single blemish on the inside of that. So Radley crossbody bag, and I paid £3 for that. Last couple of bits. 2 egg coddlers. I've never bought egg coddlers before, but Andrea bought one when she was here last week, and it made me start looking at egg coddlers. These were 2 for 50p. They are Royal Worcester. They've got birds of some description on them. I don't know birds. I don't know one bird from another. I recognise pigeons. I live in a city, we have pigeons, that's about all we have. But yeah, 2 of those for 50p. Shall I have a look and see if they're worth £1,000,000? There seem to be some that have fruit on, and people selling them for £12 a pair. There's the same one I've got. They've got 1 bid on it. It's Wrens and Finches, apparently. There we go. Somebody's put a bid on a single one at £4.80 at the moment. There's a pair, and so they're on £8.50 for 2. These are on bids. Let's have a look at completeds. 2 with the Evesham pattern, which is fruit, have gone for about 11 quid. There's some other fruit. Where's me birds? Where are you? There is a pair completed in their box. They went for £10.50 for the pair. And there's a pair without a box, and they went for £12. So if I can turn 50p into £12, I'm going to take that and be very happy with it. And last but by no means least, or actually quite least, these are M&S, and I thought they were very nice, but they don't seem to have much value. They're M&S chicken mugs, and they were 50p each. 2 of them for £1. They're very nice, I like them. I'll sell them as a pair rather than singly, I think. But yeah, I thought they were lovely. M&S chicken mugs, 2 for £1. That's it. Oh, bit less chicken mug there. That is the haul and all of the haul. That's me done for today. It was a small haul, but as we have said so many times before, I do not need the stock. Especially after this weekend, when I've already been to another boot sale yesterday. I've been out charity shopping with Josh on Friday, and I picked up a load of stuff from a viewer as well. I absolutely do not need the stock. Can't stop buying. Buying's the bit I enjoy. Selling, that's great too, but buying's the bit I enjoy. The rest of it is just work, isn't it? Thank you for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you've spotted anything, as always, as I always say, if you've spotted anything that floats your boat, there is an email address in the description box for you to get in touch with me and shout I want that. And I will be back next week. Take care. Bye for now.